evening, Imsokna News, and tonight we bring you breaking developments from the front lines in Ukraine, where a massive Russian armored push has been met with one of the most coordinated drone counterattacks seen so far. What unfolded was not a battle of equals, but a decisive clash between traditional heavy armor and cutting-edge drone warfare. The Russian advance, the assault began with Russian tanks and armored vehicles rolling forward from multiple directions, many fitted with newly installed wire cage adaptation meant to stop Ukraine's first-person view or FPV drones. Their goal, to overwhelm Ukrainian defenses and seize key frontline villages. But Ukraine had other plans. Artillery fire rained down on the lead vehicles, slowing the assault and bunching Russian armor toads. They're making them prime targets for aerial ambush. Ukraine's drone counterstrike with the Russian advance stalled. Ukrainian drone operators moved into action. From concealed positions, they launched waves of FPV kamikaze drones. The results were devastating. In seconds, the first tanks erupted in flames, blocking the path for others behind them. Even vehicles equipped with steel netting weren't safe, often requiring multiple drones to breach, but still falling under relentless strikes. For Ukraine, the cost difference was staggering. A few $100s for each drone against millions for a modern battle tank. Ambushes and precision strikes. As the battle raged, Ukraine shifted from open strikes to carefully planned ambushes. Artillery fire funneled Russian armor into pre-selected kill zones. Drones struck weak spots, sometimes even slipping through open hatches, detonating inside and destroying entire crews. The psychological toll was immense. Russian soldiers, once confident in their armor, were now hesitant and slow-moving, knowing death could descend from above at any moment. A new era of warfare, perhaps the most chilling innovation. Static FPV drones, waiting motionless like hidden mines until a target passed by. Once triggered, they launched instantly, leaving almost no time to react. This tactic proved not only lethal, but deeply disruptive, forcing Russian forces to scout every path and further slowing their already weakened offensives. Tonight's battle demonstrates a new reality. In modern warfare, ingenuity can outmatch firepower. Ukraine's low-cost drones have turned the battlefield into a hunting ground, neutralizing tanks, supply lines, and heavy weapons with precision and persistence. As both sides adapt, one truth is clear. The age of drone warfare has arrived, and it is reshaping conflicts in ways the world has never seen before. Anchor name, and this is your Frontline Report. Stay tuned for more updates. Here's a concise 510 bullet point summary with key timestamps of the provided transcript. Thousands of Ukrainian drones strike at once. Russia's tank convoy destroyed in seconds. The video opens with a sudden calm before chaos. Russia launch is a multi-directional armored assault, with tanks equipped with wire mesh cages intended to thwart Ukraine's FPV drones. Ukrainian artillery strikes the lead vehicles to disrupt the formation and slow the Russian advance, unwittingly bunching the tanks closer and setting them up as easier drone targets. As Russian progress stalls, Ukrainian FPV drone teams, positioned covertly, begin arming and preparing for strikes. Kamikaze-style drones strike the lead tanks in quick succession, destroying them despite Russian anti-drone cage, often requiring multiple hits to breach defense, is due to evolving protective measures. Drone operators work in coordinated waves. Even when some drones are intercepted, replacements arrive swiftly. The destruction not only damages vehicles but also breaks enemy morale and stalls movement. Ukraine executes precision ambushes by waiting until vehicles enter kill zone, employing tactics like targeting open hatches and coordinating artillery to funnel Russian units into drone strike zones. Russia deploys heavy assets like mine clearing UR-77 vehicles and TOS-1 thermobaric rocket systems, but early detection allows Ukraine to withdraw troops and strike these systems before they are effective, leveraging intelligence, mobility, and rapid counterstrikes. Russian attempts at high-speed breakthroughs are thwarted by hidden FPV drone teams that strike vulnerable points like engine compartments. In less than 10 minutes, the armored push collapses. Ukraine shifts focus to deep strikes targeting ammunition depots, hidden armor, and supply points behind the front using reconnaissance drones, thermal imaging, and fiber optic links. Disruptive logistics and resupply. Logistic vehicles, including civilian-looking ones carrying ammunition, become prime FPV targets. Static FPV mine-like drones lie in ambush, activating when targets enter range. These tactics slow enemy movement, strain logistics, and force cautious operations. The video concludes by positioning static FPV drones as a game-changer. Small, inexpensive, deceptive and underscores how creativity and low-cost tech can outperform conventional firepower. Added context from GLASP Insights. I searched GLASP for relevant summaries or analysis to enrich the above breakdown. I found some broader strategic observations that align well with the video's themes. From a GLASP highlight on modern drone warfare dynamics. Drone use has transformed the battlefield, where traditional strategies are less effective. Advances and defensive lines are now fraught with peril due to drone reconnaissance, targeting, and psychological impacts. GLASP. And another GLASP-sourced insight reflecting strategic adaptation in drone use. Urgency to embrace technological innovation. Ukraine's innovative use of drones demonstrates how nations must adapt quickly using available tech to protect their interests in fast, evolving threats. GLASP. These insights reinforce that Ukraine's tactics-layered drone defense, ambushes, dynamic withdrawal, and deep logistics strikes are emblematic of a broader strategic shift toward creative, tech-driven warfare that undermines conventional armored superiority. For Russia, it has become a way to guard choke points or create kill zones without stationing large numbers of troops. For Ukraine, it offers a tool to deny Russian movement along certain roads without continuous drone flights. Strategically, this approach forces both sides to adapt. Vehicles now often travel with lead scout teams, and engineers are tasked with checking routes for hidden drones before convoys pass through. However, these precautions take time and resources, which limit the pace of operations. Coming up, with FPV warfare becoming more innovative, the battlefield is no longer defined only by tanks and artillery. It's now a contest of creativity where low-cost technology can outsmart and outmatch far more expensive systems. In summary, the rise of static FPV drones marks a turning point in modern warfare, where small, inexpensive devices can threaten even the most heavily protected vehicles. By blending the patience of a mine with the precision of a guided weapon, both Russia and Ukraine have found ways to stretch their resources and disrupt enemy movements. The tactic's success lies in the damage it causes and the constant fear it creates, slowing advances and forcing costly countermeasures. As this innovation spreads, the front lines will continue to evolve, proving that ingenuity can be just as decisive as firepower in today's conflicts. And that's what Navy Secrets wanted to share today, bringing you the most honest and up-to-date insights backed by in-depth analysis from top military strategists and political experts.